Hi there, boys. Today is Saturday, the 4th of the 5th. I don't know, check your calendar. I'm not entirely sure. Tomorrow, I know it's boring, but we are going to Macassar. I'm in the planning phase right now. I started fishing last year in August, and I made a lot of mistakes since then. As in, whenever I get to a place, I always have this feeling that I'm going to lose a lot of sinkers, so I buy more sinkers than I actually need. So I've got sinkers everywhere from 1 ounce bottle sinkers all the way through to 8 ounce grab sinkers in my garage. I've got everything, but it's all over the place. And I think a lot of you guys can actually relate to something like that. Maybe, I don't know. Or maybe I'm the only one and I'm an idiot. But tomorrow I'm going with a plan. I'm taking 2 rods. One, I want to get a big ass rod out there, the biggest one I've got, with the biggest bait I can, fish head or something, because I want to target a shark. If I can get a 5 to 10 kilogram shark tomorrow, I'll be happy. Second rod, 4 to 6 ounce. I'm going to be taking all sizes of hooks from 1 to 1/0 to 4/0. And I'm going to take a couple of angles with, and I'm going to try and target the last possible cobbies that might be around. And if I see that there's absolutely nothing, maybe, just maybe, throw a couple of other baits out there if the water's cold enough for gully and steenbras. I don't know. We'll see. But now I am on my way out to see if I can't find a few more pieces of storage for sinkers and stuff, because there's a stall-by trip coming up that I need, where I need to make sure that all my things are properly stored in a way that I can just take what I need when I do go out on the beach. It's far stretches that you need to walk and carry the H-frame. And then also I want to get some fresh bait. Part of this journey, of being on this journey, is learning new skills, and one of those skills is the preservation of bait. And unfortunately, up until this point in time, I have not been doing that great. I always take too much, it comes back, it needs to be refrozen. By the time that I end up using a piece of chocolate, that thing is pinker than a birthday cake for a 6-year-old girl. So I am looking to throw out the older bait, as painful as it's going to be. See what can be used, what can't be used, and then just get fresh bait. Stuff that I can keep for maybe 2 weeks in here, and then use it in that time. So, wish me luck. I'm on my way. Okay, so went to the shop after my preparation, and I got myself some neoprene booties. Yeah, keep my feet nice and cozy inside my boots. Got myself the new filleting knife, which I do believe might come in handy, considering that my other knife has gone blunt on me. And I do understand that I can sharpen them, but now I do have a spare and I can still sharpen the other one. I got myself some 44 kilogram nylon line, mainly for if I do have to put some extremely powerful, leader on my line, it can also protect it a bit more from some reef activity. I can put that on before I put a steel trace on the line. With one of these, ek hak jou binne in jou mahoeke, that I'm trying to use to catch myself a decent sharkie. I might just reserve these for stall by, but we'll see. Got myself some dangles and some of these teardrop sinkers. These are only 4 ounce, but what I love about these is that they come with a little swivel attached already over there, and a little hook to attach your bait to for casting. There's obviously no grab mechanism on here, which is perfect for galjoen and for other edible scratching. Got myself some crimps, because if I'm going to be using a thick steel trace with a big fish head on a hook, I obviously need to secure the knot on the steel trace. I think that might come in handy for that. And then I got myself some Tenno mustard hoodlum hooks, which I might use tomorrow, one off, for targeting a shark with maybe a nice big fish bait on that thing. and then just some inline heavy circles. These are the circle hooks that I like. There's a decent space between where the hook forms over there, the C completes itself, and the shank. There's a decent space in there. When you hang your dangle from there, there's plenty of space for the incisors of the fish to actually find its way in that little gap over there. That's why I like these. So, small little floats, smaller than my usual ones, but these will work just fine, especially for galjoen fishing, just getting the bait slightly off the ground. And that's it, boys. That's the haul. And it's literally just the things that I didn't have and the things that I'm trying to correct for the things I did have but doesn't work the way I want to. So, see you tomorrow. Morning, boys. Car packed, and this is the time of the morning that gets my blood pumping. On my way now to go pick up Wayne and his lighty, and we don't really know yet where we're gonna go to Macassar. In the beginning, I used to think that Macassar is just a beach. It's not. Apparently, there's various spots for various species. Who knew? So I am looking to pick them up. So we're looking to establish contact with Cruelty first, see where they're heading, and then try and join up with them. Hopefully our first destination is to a place where we can at least find some rocky areas underneath, you know, water surface, targeting some galjoen at low tide, and at least the initial periods of the pushing tide. So yeah, meet up with you again when we've got Wayne in the car. Cheerio. How's it, boys? We just met up with the guys over here at the engine garage close to Macassar. As you can see here, picked up Wayne, his son there, Divan in the back. Hey, there we go, nice wife. So when we get moving, we basically pressed for time a little bit, but when we get moving and we get back to Macassar and we start meeting up with the people and the sun comes out, it might be better for facial features. We'll show you everyone. So take care and see you soon. People, and this is why we do this. This is why we do this. Look at this. Sun up on Macassar beach. Coming up over the mountains over there. Utterly stunning. Hey boys, time to throw out another one of these little red bait jobbies. First one came back pecked on, but not much else. All thumbs. Hey guys, got some choker and mussel bait on mine on a 2-0 hook with a small little float. Bigger sinker. I'm gonna wade in a bit and try and get this thing out as far as I possibly can. Maybe we can actually have some pickers that can commit this time. Stay tuned. Hi there lads, change of plan. Just noticed that I've been having an excessive amount of bites and nibbles and pulls and whatever on choker and mussel. So plans changed. I'm going to be putting a fish bait and choker bait out there on a small hook and see how that goes. I'll show you the bait presentation when I'm done. Okay boys, very simple. Fish and choker bait, proud hook, only a size 2/0 hook, because if there's a small fish there I want to catch it, don't want to blank. So wish me luck. Hi guys, it's one of those days where you don't know what you're doing wrong. Mussel, red bait, choker, fish, doesn't matter what you throw out. You feel them, you know they're there, and you can determine your Goldilocks zone by hitting the same spot over and over and over again. They just don't come in. I've now changed my hooks from a 4/0 to a 2/0 all the way down to a 1/0. I mean, what's next? Using a size 2 hook, not even a 2/0. I don't really want to pull in pickers, so I have no idea what we're doing wrong at the moment. I'm just going to put a pure choker bait on now, make it look like some sort of fish with some tentacles for vibrations. I'm just going to chuck that out as far as I can and see what happens. Okay, quick update. Still a lot of pickers in the water, a lot of fish around, and but they're full of nonsense. So I'm moving to DEFCON 2. I'm putting on my original hook, a big hook, and I shall be putting on a sliding sinker. You know why? Because DEFCON 2. And I shall be putting on a very, very large choker bait with a float. I don't want to hear any nonsense from this fish right now. See you soon. Wayne, talk to me. How hard was today to fish?
Guys, I will tell you, we gave it our best shot. Got a lot of nibbles and bites and so forth. We had a lot of working water. I think had a fish on earlier, but as he pulled the fish in, it came loose. Same with me, also had something on this morning. And yeah, as you know, sometimes it doesn't hook and it just pops out of the mouth. But other than that, we got a few small little bait fish and shy shark and so forth. But yeah, we're making the best of what we have, and yeah, just enjoying each other's company and making the best of the day.
Absolutely.
So it's a day out.
No, look, the way that I see it is, we had the best possible chance today to catch fish. And you can feel that they're there.
Yeah.
But you just don't know what to do to get them on the hook.
That's the thing, you know, we tried everything from...
There's so much side current here that you have to use a grapnel sinker. But when you use the grapnel sinker, the waves in the back and the churning sand covers it so badly that even if a fish bites on it, they're not going to be able to pull it free.
Yeah.
So what do you do now? And so you're constantly in between sinkers, you're in between hooks, you're in between bait. You just don't know how to get them out.
Tried every single bait you can imagine.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's the way it goes. That's why they call it fishing.
Exactly, and not catching.
And not catching. So might catch a cold along the way, but yeah, we're not catching any fish today. Only a couple of small little fish. So yeah, but maybe next time.
Exactly. The only thing I caught today was pessimism. Anyway,
nice day out.
cheers lads, see you soon.
Yes, thanks.
This camera already gave me a low battery warning. I need to correct myself. Earlier I said I caught a case of pessimism today. Now we're about to leave Macassar, and I can tell you this much: I'm never pessimistic. I'm forever the optimist. So even though today started off with a feeling of optimism, I may be a little bit defeated right now, but I'm not pessimistic. Pessimism essentially means you don't do this again. I'm in this for the long haul. Cheers, friends. Good afternoon, people. Back at home, as you can see, different shirt, but my hands still smell of red bait. Left Macassar about an hour and a half ago. Dropped Wayne off. Still wanted to record everyone's goodbyes, but unfortunately my camera decided to bid me farewell, low battery and all. So had to come home first, recharge, and just do like a recap of the day. So the weekend started off with me planning everything as best as I possibly can, as you want to give yourself the best possible shot of catching something on a Sunday. I did that. And in the process also sorted out my things for next week's Stillby trip. So that's a win. Secondly, the day wasn't a complete disaster, simply because we know that there was fish. From the moment I made my first cast until the very last cast, there was always bites and bumps, but nothing committed. No matter which way we went, no matter what bait we threw, no matter what hook we used, no matter what sinker we used, it was frustrating. As I said earlier, you would use a barrel sinker or you would use a teardrop sinker, and the current from right to left would literally just push your line to the left to the point where it just washes out in the beach. Swells were quite big, which was ideal for Garyun, but you couldn't keep your bait in the zone unless you used a grapnel. Now you throw the grapnel out, now your bait remains, but nothing bites. You need to basically pull that sinker in slowly until you hit reef, or until you hit rock, and then you need it to stabilize, which it doesn't want to do, because once you've unhooked the grapnel, it doesn't stay in one place anymore. Very frustrating. So that we then shifted. We then tried to target the bigger fish, stuff that we knew were there because we could feel it. And even that didn't want to work, because you would throw out a hook that's too big, nothing commits. So you think to yourself, put a smaller hook out there. Maybe it's a small steenbras, or maybe it's just a small galjoen trying to pick at whatever bait you're throwing out there. So now you put a small hook out there, and now your bait gets stripped and for no returns. It was a very frustrating day, but still, it was very enjoyable. The weather was beautiful, the beach was beautiful, company was spectacular. It was just an extremely enjoyable day all in all. If we all went fishing only to catch fish, we would all be sorely missing out on days like these. Catching fish will happen, and I am expecting it to happen next week when we go to Stolby. I mean, it's fertile waters, we all know that. So looking forward to the next one. Guys, in the interim, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.